How can ChatGPT help you with your IELTS speaking preparation? In this video, we're going to look at 5 ways that you can ask ChatGPT to help you. Obviously, there are limits to ChatGPT. It can't help you really with your pronunciation or your fluency. But that said, here are 5 ways for it to help you with your IELTS speaking test preparation. Number 1, you can ask ChatGPT to compile a list of IELTS speaking Part 1 style questions for you to practice your answers on. Let's have a look at how to do this. So the first thing I'm asking it to do is to give me 5 IELTS speaking Part 1 questions about the topic of hometown, which is a really popular topic in the IELTS speaking test, and it quite often comes up in the first set of questions. So let's see what ChatGPT comes up with here. Where is your hometown located? Can you describe your hometown to me? What do you like most about your hometown? Do you think your hometown has changed much since you were a child? Would you like to live in your hometown in the future? Why or why not? Okay, very good. These are very popular IELTS speaking Part 1 questions. Let's have a look on the topic of weekends. Yeah, and once again, these are actual IELTS questions that come up quite a lot of the time. Let's try one more time. This time we're going to ask about some questions based on social media in the style of the IELTS speaking test Part 1 questions. Let's see how it does. Yeah, that's all looking fine to me. It's asking, do you use social media? What do you like about social media? Ever had any negative experiences on social media? Again, all these are very common IELTS speaking Part 1 questions. So the second way that ChatGPT can help with your IELTS speaking preparation is you could ask it to give you tips for answering the IELTS speaking test Part 1. Here's what it looks like. Okay, let's see if it's good advice. Listen carefully to the question, make sure you understand the question before you start answering. If you're not sure, ask the examiner to clarify the question. Agree. Agree, ChatGPT. Good tip. Keep your answers short and to the point. You should aim to give a direct answer to the question in about 1 or 2 sentences. Yeah, I always say about 20 seconds, so it correlates. Use examples to support your answer, yes. Speak clearly and fluently, yes. Be honest, yes, to an extent. Avoid memorized answers, thank goodness, 100% avoid memorized answers. If you memorize answers, I will hunt you down and kill you. So don't memorize answers for the IELTS speaking test. And stay relaxed. Yeah, try. It's a test. It's got to be hard to be relaxed, but definitely try and stay relaxed. Thanks, ChatGPT. Some good tips. How about some sample answers? So what I did here is I copied and pasted the questions that ChatGPT gave to me about the IELTS speaking Part 1 on social media. I then asked to give example sample answers that include examples and that are about 1 to 2 sentences in length. Let's have a look at what they came up with. So the question is, which social media platforms do you use the most? Answer: I use Instagram the most because I love taking photos and sharing them with my followers. It's a great way to keep up with my friends' lives as well. It's alright, it's not bad. Band 7 answer. Let's try number 6. Have you ever had a negative experience on social media? Yes, I have had negative experiences on social media, such as receiving hurtful comments or being exposed to fake news. I try to be careful about what I share and who I interact with on social media to avoid these types of situations. Good answer, yeah, I like that one. It has examples, it explains, and it gives a direct answer. Number 7, would you say that social media is an important part of your life? Why or why not? Yes, I would say that social media is an important part of my life. It's a tool that I use every day to communicate with people, stay informed and be inspired. However, I also try to balance my use of social media with other activities that are important to me, like spending time with family and friends, reading books and exercising. Yeah, these are pretty good answers. Now obviously ChatGPT can't help with how you say them, or your hesitations, or your repetition, or your self-correction, but it is a good framework and it does show you to use examples and to expand on your direct answer, like the DEAR method that you can see in this video here. Okay, so ChatGPT is very good at generating IELTS speaking test Part 1 style questions and giving model answers. Part 2 of the IELTS speaking test is a little bit more complex. So let's ask it if it can generate a card for us to practice our long turn. Let's tease it a little bit and ask ChatGPT to write one on artificial intelligence. Hope it doesn't get mad. So ChatGPT has given us the following question. Describe a piece of technology that you find interesting. You should say what the technology is, how it works, what benefits it provides, and explain why you find this technology interesting. You have 1 minute to prepare your answer and you should aim to speak for 2 minutes. That's a pretty good card. That is very similar to what they will give you in the IELTS test. However, let's ask for some advice on how to answer this question. And if it says you've got to spend equal time on each bullet point on the question card, I'm going to smash my computer. Let's see. Okay, let's have a look. Listen carefully to the prompt. Good. Number 2, take time to prepare. Well, yeah, you only have 1 minute, so good luck. Definitely use it. Thanks, Chat GPT. Use clear and concise language. Explain how the technology works. Give specific examples and benefits. Definitely. Share your personal interest in the technology. That should be number 1, I think. Speak fluently and with confidence. Try to make eye contact with the examiner. Don't worry about making mistakes. The examiner is interested in your ability to communicate in English. I say this all the time. ChatGPT knows its stuff. And it didn't say use equal time on each bullet point. Thank goodness for that. Okay, moving on. The next way that ChatGPT can help you with the IELTS speaking test is to generate some questions for IELTS speaking part 3. Now, because we did IELTS speaking part 2 on artificial intelligence, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give us some speaking test part 3 sample questions on the topic of artificial intelligence. Let's see what it comes up with. So let's have a look. Number 1, what impact do you think artificial intelligence will have on employment in the future? Good. Some people believe that artificial intelligence could eventually surpass human intelligence. What are your thoughts on this? How do you think the development of artificial intelligence will change the way we live our lives in the future? What ways can artificial intelligence be used to benefit society? And do you think artificial intelligence could ever pose a threat to humanity? Why or why not? Okay, so I'm now asking ChatGPT to give me advice on how to answer the IELTS speaking test part 3 questions. And we can see it is saying listen carefully to the question. Take time to plan your answer. Organise your answer. Support your idea with examples. Be honest. Again, you don't have to. Okay, you don't have to be honest. You can make stuff up. Speak clearly and confidently. Definitely. Remember, the purpose of the IELTS speaking test part 3 is to judge your ability to communicate in English. Part 3 specifically about expressing and justifying opinions. And ChatGPT also said good luck. Thanks, mate. I'm now asking ChatGPT to give me some sample Band 9 answers to the questions that it gave me earlier about Part 3 Artificial Intelligence. Let's have a look at some of the answers that ChatGPT comes up with and see if they are actually Band 9 level. Yeah, looking through these answers, I really like them. The impact of artificial intelligence on employment in the future is a topic of much debate. On one hand, some think this, and on the other hand, some think that. The second one, the idea that artificial intelligence could eventually surpass human intelligence is a fascinating but somewhat frightening prospect. Yeah, just reading through these answers, I can tell that they are Band 9. Well, they're certainly Band 9 for lexical resourcing, grammatical range and accuracy. Your fluency and your pronunciation, ChatGPT really can't help you with. That's the end of the video. I recommend you watch this video next because it will help you with your IELTS speaking in ways that ChatGPT can't. I also recommend that you do get a tutor so they can help you fix your mistakes and help you with your fluency and your pronunciation. I have an online course coming soon. Sign up in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. Good luck and smash those exams.